Welcome back, everybody. Natural in the wild. Here comes our next candidate, 2015 Superduty, straight from Ohio. That's for you, Daddy Diesel. And we're gonna have to be fixing a problem that you guys probably have had before. Oh, she's leaking. Yep, folks, it's radiator time. I'm gonna show you guys how and what you're gonna do to get that to not leak. All right, let's go. Thanks everybody for coming back and checking us out again. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe right here at Power Stroke Tech Talk. We're going to be putting this radiator in, but also a different piece that you guys may have not known about that existed, but we're going to put one on today and talk about it and see, do you go with the OEM or do you stick with another brand, which may be your decision after you see this. Straight off the street, totally organic. You guys have seen this truck before. We put the alternator on and we did one of those mean green starters, but today, my friends and followers, we have a leaky primary radiator. And I think it's actually leaking on the other side too. Let's see. I know he said he had a good amount of leak coming from it. Not so much that side. Let's lay down and look. Oh yeah. Got cooling all over. Looks like it's coming from between the shroud there too. Let's see how much pressure's in the system. A little bit, not a lot. So I guess, I don't know, I'm gonna ask the customer, was this leaking when it was cold?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so right now I don't see a whole hell of a lot of fluid leaking from it right now, but because it's been low temperatures out, we're gonna start seeing leaks and stuff from seals and end tanks that get wore out. And credit to Power Stroke Help, RIP buddy Bill Hewitt. He had a video talking about where the radiator is mounted. It's mounted here to the core support, and this core support and body structure goes right down here to the body mounts. And if this thing tweaks and tweaks over the life of the vehicle, it's going to happen. We've got 270 on it, almost 280, and going up driveway approach and occasional curb or going off-roading or whatever on the trails, stuff is going to flex, and those end tanks are kind of a weak link. So one of the things that we're gonna kind of get rid of today is this upper radiator hose. And sometimes you guys call and ask and email, why is my upper hose flat? Well, as the vehicle heats up, this is under pressure. And when we go into a change of temperature, this pressure is now gonna turn into a vacuum and suck the hose all the way flat. Time to replace the cap, but you're not going to fix the hose because now it's all wore out because it continuously gets flat all the time. So it's going to be real like this, not, like this. So if you have to take the hose off to replace it, the thermostat is right underneath. You might as well throw a thermostat in it and put a cap and do the upper hose. Guys over at PPE, big shout out to Charles. This is PPE's new upper hose, and we're actually going to open this up right now. I have not taken a gander at it. I wanted to be the first to look at it with you guys, first impressions, and see what we have replacing the factory upper hose. Let's see what we have. There's a coupler. Oh, we got an all silicone one. Oh, wow. I like the bend. Check out the bend. That looks pretty OEM to me. Look at that. That looks pretty nice. Definitely not gonna collapse on this. I'll tell you that. This kind of reminds me of one of the charge air cooler ducts that we use. All right, we have some quick disconnects. Wow, that looks beefy. I can dig that. This is the one for the hose connection to the radiator. Wow, I already got the O-rings. I like the machine, and we got some beefy clamps. All right, guys, come to the comments right now and tell me what you guys think about this PPE hose. Should we use this in place of the OEM one? Yes. Has a pleasant smell to it. Like a rubbery, plasticky, silicone-y, nice, clean, robust hose for your 6.7. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do, radiator's gotta come out, we gotta drain both cooling systems, we have to drain the secondary, we have to drain the primary, but what you guys probably have not seen or have not done, the whole front of this truck is gonna have to come apart. Now I am gonna evacuate the AC because I gotta take some AC lines off here. I know some of the guys on the forums, which I try to stay my ass out of because I don't have time to go back and forth with you guys, do it with the AC still connected. You run risking breaking a couple of things, especially on the secondary radiator. I don't want to replace the secondary radiator because of some fumbling around, so I opt to evacuate the AC. So without further ado, let me get the coolant draining. While it's draining, we're gonna get the AC going. While those two things are going, I gotta keep moving, I'm not waiting. We're gonna start disassembling the front end of this truck, all 3/8 drive electrics, and once we get the coolant out, we actually have to replace the block heater element. And this is by the starter, and hopefully this is gonna look all right on this 280,000 mile Michigan truck. So here we go. All right, big shout out to my, right here, flipping upside down. Big shout out to my disabled veteran right here. Does some great work. Check out these 3D printed coolant drains that he's made for me. The customers that come in, I try to leave you guys with a little parting gift in case you have to drain your coolant. This is the tool you'd want to use, this little guy right here. So let's see, I gotta get these lights on the website. I gotta talk to Mr. Ray. These ones are nice. Okay, what I've done is I've taken a 3/8 rubber hose and put it through a Slurpee straw so that it wouldn't curl up, and I'm gonna put that right on our petcock, if you guys can see that. Okay, and then we take this sweet tool right here and we put it on like this. And especially the ones, the Aluma-Duties that have the winch control, it really makes it really nice so you don't have to get like a little pair of wrenches in there. Okay, we're draining. I like to keep it just a little past 12 o'clock. All right, you can hear that sucker hiss. It's coming out quick. We'll go ahead and take this off. Yeah, it's probably coming out quick because she's not sealing all the way. All right, I'll let Junior do this one. We're gonna get a pair of orange pliers. I like to get those ones. I'll show you what we're gonna do. Check this out. Let's grab that light. This is how I drain the secondary on the steel body trucks. Some of you guys might have a little shield here, but this one doesn't, so it's going to be super easy to show you guys where, in fact, that is going to come off. So we have this hose clamp right here. We're going to let Guy over here take this hose clamp. I would just take it backwards and put it on the transcooler. Yep. There you go, that was a good grip. Yep, yep. Worry about the clamp later. Okay, now take those same pliers and open them up. And we're gonna break the seal on the hose. Just hey,
Straight.
hey, we wanna go like this, not like this, because these teeth will tear up that rubber. So we just wanna, yep, just like that. Go a little closer to you. We wanna get that rib right there. Good job. That rib right, you can hear it go. Nice. Okay, we're completely loose. So now, because this pan is empty, we can actually hold this with one hand, and we're gonna lift it all the way up like that, and we're gonna pull this hose off, and it's gonna come juicing at you and going towards the back of the vehicle. So we're just gonna do something just like that. Once we get the flow going, we'll be able to put it down on the ground. I'll get a couple of pig mats here. There we go. We're just gonna let this drain. That's pretty much gonna be all of the coolant out of the secondary. It's AC time. Now this is the bag that was wrapped around this when I first got this, and I've tried to make a makeshift cover. If you guys know of a Robinair cover specifically for this, let me know. I will gladly take that off your hands. Model number right here. Remember at the dealer, ours was so nasty. 30 people had to use it. Yeah, not anymore, buddy. Try to keep this as clean and nice as I can. I put a little protector over the keypads and gauges and whatnot. Okay. Plug it into my child-proof electrical outlets. Thank you very much. Let the machine boot up. All right, I'm gonna take these. Yep. All right, we need the red ones going here. Just like a hose coupler.
Do I pull
Yep,
that up?
yep, just like a hose coupler. Yep, and squeeze that down, or spin it down. Okay, I heard it go into the machine. Blue one, same thing. Oh, did you guys catch that? Look at that. It almost got me. Open up your hand. Oh, okay. Put that, we're gonna take care of that right now. Put that in here. Okay. I'll take my little screwdriver, do a little tap. Now we got that O-ring all back down in there. That could have been disastrous. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're on. Yep, I heard the refrigerant go in the line. Real-time failure, yeah, I know. What's the date today? 12/21/2025. Oh, it's the 22nd?
Yeah.
Whatever. There we go. Now it's going through its checks. Definitely have refrigerant in it, so we know his AC was working. So now we're at the part where we can recover. We're gonna put everything into the machine so that we are not evacuating this to the atmosphere. So now we have two things going on, actually three things. We have two cooling systems draining, and we have the AC evacuating. That is getting full pretty fast. I'm gonna go get another drain pan. Actually, the secondary's done. Why don't you put the hose back on the secondary really quick? Slip that puppy on. Yep. There you go. Yep, you got it. Ooh, I like how you're grabbing that. That's nice. Ah, nice. Now follow, hit the witness mark. Don't go too far. You're too far. Yep. Go closer. Go to the end. I'm sorry, not the end. Close to the trans-cooler. There we go. That looks almost close. Go a little closer to the trans-cooler. You got it. You got it.
What do you think, folks? Should I let them slide? Is that good? Yeah, that's good, man. I like it. Okay, we're gonna do real quick. Slide me right over. She's full. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, contact. Yeah. Okay. I need to evacuate some coolant. Freeze. Grab your 10 millis because we're taking the grill off. Whole bunch of them. And I'll show you one thing. If you haven't had one that's came apart before, this little guy, you're gonna come over here and there should be a flap going to it, but there is no longer a flap here. Get you one of these lights. We're gonna come down here. Now that the grill is popped forward, we have a little detent here. We have a detent here. We have a detent here. And over here. And one more. Then you can do something like this and completely remove the grill from your truck. AC almost done. I can't stop. We're gonna get the 10 mil back again. You tell me, is your first go-to grab a wobble or is it a straight? I always grab my wobbles. I just have it. Okay, power steering cooler. Okay, right here, 10 mil. And I want to point something out to you. See the back sides of these? Okay, see how they're flat? Now watch this. Here's your hood latch. First off, take your hood latch, get you a PTT screwdriver. Check out rainmanauto.com and get your guys some merch. Scribe there and scribe right here. That way your hood latch is going to go back on in the exact same spot. But make sure you put the right bolts back in. See those little teeth on there? These are hood latch bolts, folks. Make sure you differentiate which ones are which. Okay, take our little trim tool. We have hood latch detent there, here, here, and here. We're gonna take this guy and we gotta take the headlights out. We'll take one more detent out right here and we're gonna take this guy and go, it's gonna stay right there. We have 10 mil for the horn. Horn coming off. One electrical connector. Done. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a minute since I did a radiator. I will take the headlights out. Headlights 10 mil, we got one here. These are quarter drive worthy. They're just going into like little plastic bosses. So if you're using your 3/8 to tighten them, be careful because you will strip out the little plastic boss that these screw into. Okay, 10 milli here. There's two 10 millis just to the inside of the headlights. And then there's one on top and one on the bottom. But the bottom one, I usually like to save for quarter drive stuff. So let me get something like this, and we got a 10. Let's check this out. Can we get it? Can we get it? I need a light. Got it. Look at where it's at. You can see that 10 right in there. Okay. I'm gonna go in here like this and come down underneath all of this stuff. Or you drop your socket. I don't know, maybe this bumper was off at one point in time. Maybe not, I don't know. Take 10 milli out. Hopefully the bolt will just drop through. Or is it gonna come out with it? Are you serious? No, it dropped through. This one looks like I got a little more room. Yeah. Okay, it's in the bumper. Where in the bumper? Right here, found it. Headlights out. Connector. Connector. We got a little button right here. We got a little button here by my pointer finger. Pushing on, hitting the button, and pulling off. Repeat that for the passenger side. We're gonna do the same thing. Connector. And I just noticed, so these headlights obviously have been out before. The button that I'm hitting on this with my thumb. Nope, doesn't want to come out. We'll just disconnect it. Pull the light out of the socket. Headlight bulb, but this has become brittle and looks like somebody's just left it, which the headlight's been working, so. All right, AC just completed. Get these lines out of the way. Move the machine over. Go ahead and shut it off. Grab your 3/8 and your 13. We're gonna go for these bad boys right here. This is holding the radiator structure to the core support. There's 4 of these, 2 on each side. Now notice how these have nothing underneath the washer. Let me show you something now. These ones here, look at the washer. See the washer? I can't tell you how many times I've seen those bolts I just showed you in this place. Don't ask me what the washer's for, I don't know. All I care about is that this bolt came out of that hole and those bolts came out of those holes. Okay, I'm gonna switch to quarter drive and I'm gonna come over here with my deep 10 and we have a little sneaky same size bolt or kind of bolt that the headlights were fastened with right here. Whoop, got it untightened. There it is right there. Back with a little magnet, get you your 10 mil bolt. Okay, let's do the driver's side. The bolt is the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing those up. There it is. Remember your vat of coolant down there, so your bolts can mysteriously fall in the coolant. So if you pay attention to this plastic piece right here, we have these fingers. You take your fingers and pop these fingers. Okay, there's the same thing on this side, right here. Pop the fingers. Okay, this whole thing's come forward. This is the line that you disconnected off of the transmission cooler. It's got a little detent in that. And we go ahead and pull this whole thing right out. Once you get a flat blade screwdriver of this girth, and these right here, this is from assembly. This truck's never had a radiator. This is from assembly. The core support gets hung on the structure. We're not gonna need these alignment dowels anymore because we have 6 bolts holding this in. It was just from the factory. Go ahead and pop that in. Do the same thing over here. See, we got a little bit more play. If you guys have wondered what else you guys can use this particular Bob Vila tool for, let me show you. Works perfect on all of your upper hoses and the clips that you have to use to take the upper hose off. Works really great. You just gotta pop this off. Sometimes it doesn't want to come off as easy as that is looking. Get a larger flat blade and a hammer, and I come right on that flat. Pop the hose off. Now, look at how much more room you got. Okay? What we do have to do is disconnect the radiator from the core support. Just like over here, we got a couple of 10s. Now this brings me to my wobble choice. We have 2 10 mils, okay, and a collar. This is how I like to do this. Okay, collar comes off, bolt goes in. That's for the radiator. Okay, we're gonna go on the other side, do the same thing, but I'm probably gonna have, ooh, I haven't had this before when doing a radiator. This is a long neck 3/8 ratchet instead of using the one I got because of Diesel Tech Ron. Let's take this out. Hood latch, hood ajar, switch I should say. I just leave that like this. That's not going anywhere. All right, 10 milli this. Now, because we took all these brackets loose, look how much room we have to get this in, because we wouldn't be able to because of that. So this is the first thing we put on after we're done, so we have enough room to get our tool on. Okay, just like I said, bolt goes back in, and this is for the radiator. Once this is loose, you're taking this off, just like this. Now look at the truck. It looks a little more bare now. We don't want to be leaking all over the place, so the radiator's done. I don't usually shut the radiator from up here. Get your sweet tool, and we'll just come right here and tighten this bad boy right up. Works great on the secondary cooling system where it's tight up against the bumper. Can you see it right here? Look where Ford, let me get the light. Look where Ford put this one. This is where you're supposed to drain the secondary, right here. Isn't that stupid? Like, how do they expect these people to get a socket, a pair of wrench? You can take the bumper out just to drain the coolant? That's silly. But having this wrench really makes that procedure that much better. 13s again, going, I'm gonna get my gun. Morning. 13, this is the AC line. We're just gonna have some vacuum. This 13 right here. I like using the gun on these ones because the ratchet sometimes wants to torque it up, and if the line's brittle or something, you can kind of rupture it. See what I'm saying? Okay, AC is done and out. AC line. We don't want to get dirty. We'll just keep right here. All right, AC line out of the way. We'll just kind of point this bad boy right in here. He's got an aftermarket air filter situation going on in here. So, all right, we have one more quick disconnect, and that is the secondary water pump to secondary radiator. Nope. Guess we're gonna have to use the pick for that one. Ooh, that's a tighty. We will have to reuse that. Coolant is gonna leak. All right, we're just gonna work this thing off. Don't lose this clip. I'm gonna push that clip down right away. There's an O-ring in here we're gonna have to change out, but I'll take this hose and kind of, maybe do I go behind the, there we go. Let's get it out of the way. All right, that looks pretty good. I can dig it. Since we're over here, we might as well get our quarter drive and come back with this 8 mil. We got an 8 mil that's holding the secondary to the primary. We have one at the top and one at the bottom. These are just normal 8 milli bolts. There's a whole bunch of these on the truck. Do the same thing over here. I don't think we're gonna be reusing these. They're not gonna last. Let's see this one down here. Down into the bottom. Okay, we got that out. So now we have the ability of the secondary radiator to now detach from the primary. Watch out for our horn wire. Get you some angled pliers, and we're gonna have to remove the secondary degas bottle. We're gonna take this line off. Here goes the clamp, and here goes the line. Okay. I'm gonna do something like this. Now we don't want to break this titty off right here. We got to be real careful. Take your trim tool, check out these connections right here, and then we have one right here. And then we can get this out of the way. This is tethered to the lower fan shroud, and that is staying, so we don't have to worry about detaching it from there. This is off. Okay, we'll have to work around this. And we have some connections up here. Let me take this off. Looks like that might be an 8. Nope, 7. 7 mil. Nope. Oh, for goodness sakes. There we go. No. That is messed up. How screwed up is that? Well, I guess we're gonna have to put a new clamp on that, because that definitely is not how that's supposed to work. I'll have to deal with that clamp later. Let's see, get this one off. I'm just gonna pull it right here. All right, and then we have, I like to disconnect this one before I take the mounting bolts off. I gotta get it all the way below the rib. Oh wow, look at that, come right off, perfect. Now I take these ones off, 8 milli. Okay, we have a quick disconnect fitting, and that's right here. Let's get this hose out of the way. Get my paw in here. Just like a heater core hose connection. I'm gonna leave it on there, just like that. Okay, fan shroud, passenger side, 8 mil. 2 of them. Okay, fan shroud for the upper is off. I'm going to switch over to the quarter drive stuff, and I'm going to put on an 8 mil and an extension. We're going to come down here to the bottom through the wheel well. Let me show you guys. On the right side of me, you have this fan shroud bolt, right? Let's see if I can get this to stay. Lower fan shroud, you got a bolt facing backwards. So I'm gonna come right on the other side of this body mount. See if I still, oh, I do still have it. I'm gonna go just like this. Okay, I'm gonna come like this. Pull it right out like that. Oh my goodness, man! I'm glad he started that video. That was almost in the coolant. That would have been a good edit. How about I do that? I forgot this thing is steel and it can magnet anywhere. All right, same thing coming through. Backside, lower driver's fan shroud. Okay, I'm gonna come back through here like this again. So I'm gonna get my bulgy knuckles right between the frame. Get this magnet right.
Here.
There we go.
Got it?
Got it.
I was gonna say you can go.
Search and rescue. So now that you have that off, we have one connection right here. This is the secondary cooling system hose to the driver's side of the primary radiator. Yes, that always breaks. It's not gonna go back in. We have one more 8 to take here. And the oddball thing, this is reminding me, this, oh, I took out the wrong one, I'm an idiot. I did the radiator down here, but did the condenser up here. I'm an idiot. That's a good reminder though, because I'll tell you, when you get the new radiator, it is not gonna have this hole. Don't ask me why. I don't know what they were doing. Driver's side fan shroud. Oh, somebody doesn't have that one in. You're gonna do power steering. let the reservoir do one of those. Get your trim tool, come back over here, and we have a whole bunch of wiringness. We got one here, and we have one here. This is for the CAC temp sensor. And then we have what looks like, you guys can clearly see those, we have one 8 here, and we have another 8. We have 2 more bolts holding the fan shroud on. Take this one out, and come on. Okay, that one's staying. 8 mil. Let's see if I can magnet it out of its hole. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay, I think, what do I do? Do I get this out of my way too, or, yeah, maybe I'll just do something like this. Or I could risk breaking that. Let me take this off. Usually this will pull straight out. Okay, I can do that. I can deal with that. No biggie. Okay, that's out. We need one more line here. I completely overlooked. Make sure to don't bust this if you're doing a repair, because that's part of the radiator. Don't bust that. All right, get this out of the way, this out of the way. Okay, I think I have enough slack where I can take the fan shroud out, the upper fan shroud. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm here is winter here where you guys are at, because it is here where I am at. Please take this time to visit venteklhg.com/PTT. Not only do they help protect your Power Stroke, your Cummins, or your Dirty Max, right? That's just for you. They also keep you warm and help that after treatment stay pristine. Okay, guys. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. No more snow. No more snow. venteklhg.com/PTT. Get your LHG today. All right, check it out, y'all. Here is the lower hose connection right here. You guys, if you can get down in there and show them. Yep, perfect. Good angle. We're gonna get the clip just like we did the upper, if I can. Nope. I'll have to use the old pick again. Okay, that's gonna stay in the hose like that. Now it is gonna leak, so I'm gonna move this pan back just a smidge more, and we're gonna grab and rock. As soon as we break it loose, I'm gonna push this clip back on because I don't want to lose it, and then I'll pull the hose off the remaining way. Okay, it's off. There it is right there. You can see it's totally above the radiator connection. All right. So now that that is done, remember in the very beginning where I showed you guys how to disconnect the secondary from the primary? I'm gonna take this one step further. I don't usually like to do this one, but I'm gonna do it today. Sometimes this gets so corroded because it's down at the bottom. See, it's just barely starting. I wanna get that out of the way. Give me a little more flexibility for this right here. I'm gonna lift up on the condenser, and the primary radiator has something like this, and the secondary sits in here like this. We need to take the secondary out and go like this so we can take the upper out. So this right here, if you guys look right here, see the little detent right here? Check it out. Now watch, I'm gonna lift this up and I'm gonna pull it forward. Now the secondary radiator is sitting right on the frame rail. Get my hand out. See all this play we have? Okay, we don't want to mess this up. Now, this is loose and ready to come out. All right, this is pretty much how you're gonna take this out. We're gonna You know, let's switch sides because this is a little more tricky here. I got a bunch of, see these lines and everything? I got to go around all of this stuff. So I'm going to do the hard side. I'm going to use this as my lifter. Okay, lifter's up off its pin. I'm going to move this hose out of the way. Yep, lift up. Go around that hose. Yep, yep, yep. Go up with your end. You got it. You got it. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. There's the radiator right there, fellas. Look at that. Thing is ginormous. All right, we'll get this out of the way. It's still full with coolant. In fact, let me show you how much with coolant. All right, we're gonna lift up this end. Lift this up, lift this up. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Look at that. All that coolant's still in your radiator. Keep tilting it. There we go. I got my left thumb on the port right here because if I tilted that, it was gonna leak coolant all the way out. All right, we'll go get this out of the way. There it is, radiator freaking out. And these are the radiator posts that you have to sit the foot down on. And we're leaking right there. Put this back in here like that. Okay, that pretty much shows you everything. There's the fan, the belt, there's the alternator we just put on a couple months ago. All right, let's get this prepped and ready for installation. All right, new radiator, guys. It's been the same radiator part number for quite a long time. We have BC3Z8005K King. That's the radiator. You can also look at the Motorcraft part number RAD61. So I have not opened this up. Where's my handy dandy screwdriver? Pop this boy open. Let's see what the condition is. They're not cheap. Could have got a Morimoto, not Morimoto, a Mishimoto, but I've had a couple of customers who's had theirs actually crack. So I'm just doing the OEM one. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it looks all right. Doesn't look damaged. This is the engine side. Okay, that looks all right. So I'm gonna do this. This should stand on its own. Maybe not. I'll go like that. Come over here. I want you guys to let me know what's your favorite silicone spray. I only use the Amsoil stuff. We're an Amsoil dealer. That info's in the description for you guys. But I haven't had any complaints using their products. I'm gonna put some here in the foot so the post can go in. I'm gonna go on the hose end so that clips on. And then this guy, I want this to move. So I'll do something like this because it may be here, it might be here, but I want it to be able to float. Do the same thing on this end. Go down to the foot. Do this guy. And then do the upper connection. Okay. That is pretty much ready for installation. Now I'm gonna put my end in first. We're gonna kind of go in like this. And then we'll have your end set down. So hold your power steering away. Keep going. Yep. Grab up here. Yep, yep. Okay, I'm gonna go around this. Secondary radiator. Go around the fan shroud. Okay, lift your end up more. There you go, keep going.
Keep going up.
I'm gonna come down a little bit. Okay. The fan shroud will get you hung up sometimes. All right, I got to get past. There we go. All right, now weasel your fan shroud around. Supposed to be on the inside.
The fan shroud?
Yep, see the fan shroud? Yep, there you go. Good job, good job. Now put that line, let it fall down back behind that line. Yep. Yep.
Stuck on this line.
Yep. Good job. Okay, grab that little foot. Sometimes the feet will fall out if you get caught on the fan shroud, like this one just did. Got it?
Yeah. Just.
Yep, we need to get it on the inside. Okay, I'm hooked. All right, radiator's in, and I'm going for the first thing because I have screwed myself before, is you want to get the lower fan shroud bolt in now. So this right here, I come down and kind of do something like this, get that lower bolt started. Perfect. And then I'll go ahead and tighten that. So this could be done.
You want this one?
Okay. Go ahead and tighten this one. Okay. Now here's that upper one. See how I told you there's no hole? Super weird. But you'll see, we'll put the radiator right back in its holder. Both sides. Okay, that's on. We'll put on our AC. 13 mil. Secondary radiator to primary. Passenger side upper. Okay, we're gonna do the passenger side lower. Another 8 milli, they're all the same. Lower driver. Only one on the driver, we're not gonna have the upper, remember? Okay, I like it, I like it. If you guys are gonna take the lower radiator hose off, let me get the light. This is the seal that you're gonna want for the lower radiator hose to radiator. It's also the same part number for the upper hose to radiator connection. Let's see if I can get this son bitch to stay. Come on. All right. I'm gonna get a little pick. Guess I should have did this without the radiator in. There it is. Look how flat it is compared to this one. This one's all nice and round. I'll put this thing right back in its groove. Kind of tough to see. I'm working just by feel, just by touch. There we go. We in? Yep, I'm officially in. The clip is on. I'm gonna go ahead and push this on. Where's my groove? Oh, did I clip it on and didn't even know? Guess so. It's not coming off. It's seated all the way. We got to do this hose right here. This is a BC3Z 8590 Frank. Try to replace all the hose O-rings when we take these apart because leak can happen. That's that part number. Okay, just gonna slip this in and that will take care of this hose. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and snap this doodad back on. Okay, she's clipped. I like it. Upper fan shroud, she's coming in. Watch the power steering reservoir. Just kind of do one of them. And she'll fit down right into these grooves. Let's go check the driver's side. There we go. There we go. I like it. Now we have 3/8 on one and 2 on the other side. Got it. Put this one in. Got it. Come over here to the passenger side. Same 2 bolts. Got it. And this one up here. I'll get the tool since I'm standing right here. Tightening. I don't know what's going on with these fucking 8 mils, dude. See if I can sneak this guy down in here. Sneaky. 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 And we got this upper one right here. Gotta use the quarter drive for that. I don't know what's going on with these clips on the new radiator though. Okay, I like it. We have a Christmas tree clip here, and we got one that's going to be going. Oh, this wasn't hooked up. He doesn't have that hooked up anymore, so we'll just kind of leave that like that. Power steering. We'll put that back on. That's an 8 mil. Okay, I think it's going to be time for the core support. No? Maybe we'll put the secondary degas bottle on? Okay, we're going to put on that quick disconnect. Oh yeah. We're going to mount it. Slide that big hose back on. Put my couple 8 millis. 8 milli. 8 milli. Orange pliers. We have a clampy right here. There we go. This one here. Pliers. I like it. And we got these little guys here. Don't forget this one. And put this clamp here. Put them in the same spot, fellas. This one. Now that the bottle's mounted, we can push this on. Put this on. We'll push this on. Just like that. Okay. We still have play in it. Next step, AC line. We're gonna AC line this. Get this back on your condenser. Two 13 mil nuts. Now you guys, actually, we can go and suck down this AC now so that we're doing something. Now we're doing something else because the vacuum process will take a minute. All right. So now that we have everything pretty much tethered back together, I think really, because we're going to need that slack over there by the upper hose, I think it's time for the core support. Core support. Two things to pay attention to. This right here, you'll get jammed up. The other thing is the horn wiring. Once you get the fan shroud back in, you'll go ahead and pop your wiring back onto your fan shroud, and you're going to route the horn under this, above the coolant line, right here, and then the horn has to come right through this hole here. So when you put this up, route your stuff how it's supposed to be. Now, if anybody can remember, out of all these bolts, which ones were the top ones? You remember what I was telling you? Which one's the top? Which one's the bottoms? Top. Remember the top? We're gonna create a pivot point over here. Just gonna put one in. Okay. Let's go over to the driver's side. We're gonna hook our radiator mount. This one here. I'm holding the other one while I'm spinning this one. Let's get this one started. Let's try it again. There we go. We're nicely started. I'm gonna come back with the 10 mil 3/8 drive and pull this together. Okay, core supports now to the radiator. I like it. Now we'll come back over here. You see this is pretty much lined up. We're just pushing it in. You'll be able to see the witness marks. See it on the bolt? Right there, it looks good, looks good. So once you get that mounted in, you'll be able to come back over to the passenger side and accomplish the same thing. Get the 3/8, 10 mil. Got it. Radiator is pretty much in. You can put the horn on, I guess. Take the horn, it's got a little loop. That kind of is like that. Shares a 10 milli with a bunch of other stuff. Just remember, it's not the hood latch ones. All right. Guess we can do that one. Witness marks. Okay. Looks like we're gonna get the hood latch. We got one here, two here, one here, and then the hood latch. Pretty dang close. I like it. Ready to go. lower core support piece, all plastic, don't drop it. Just work it around all this stuff. Those fingers connect it to the main core support. Okay, make sure this one's seated all the way. Got to go up a little bit. Okay, now those other 4 13s went not a 10. Right here. We're making everything rigid now. We're bolting the radiator and everything to the truck now. Okay, this is where the headlights go, so make sure don't over tighten those because you'll strip those out. Don't forget these little guys. Let's see if I can rope these doodads in. Got it. Let's see if I'll be as fortunate on the driver's side. See if we can manipulate. Perfection. Don't drop them. They're expensive. Headlight. Turn signal. Running light. Installed. 4 10 mil black bolts. Put this top one in. That one wanted to go in first. No problem. Okay. Okay, I'm switching over to the quarter drive. These ones here. 3/8 is too much power. And then I'm gonna see if we can manipulate this one right there. See if we can do it first shot. Gotta go all the way over. Right there. Go to your hole. That's it. Passenger side. Okay, headlamp. Turn signal. And then remember we spun this one out because we couldn't get it. Okay, headlamp going in. Got it. Okay, we need one right here. Right there. There. And, ooh. Let's see if we can do it. First shot. All right, we're gonna have to come back behind the bumper. We're gonna have to use the phalanges. Phalanges to the max. Gotta go all the way over. No more phalanges. Oh, mama. That's what I'm talking about. Technique. You can't teach it. You gotta just learn it, do it. Be in the field. Don't forget these ones right here. Got it. Got it. Don't forget your hooded jar switch. Okay, hood switch tight. All right, the last thing, really, besides just reorganize this, is it's grilltosis. Don't drop this either because it's super expensive. I'm surprised this is in good as shape as it is for as many miles. Remember in the beginning, we had them little things to unclip. We're just gonna clip those in first. And then this is gonna just hang here. Grabbing that wobble 10. I'm gonna follow the witness marks. You can actually push it in too far and it'll look goofy, so. Don't ask me what the torques are for these. I haven't a clue. All right, the last part of this is gonna be obviously filling up with coolant, but we need to recharge the AC back up with what we took out. Get the machine turned on, piped up. Uncrisscross my hoses. I like it. Okay, turning on. We're gonna suck this down. We still have to put on the upper hose. Oh, I think we need to replace that battery. Okay, vacuum. No. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 minutes. Let's make sure this starts sucking down right away. Yep, she's moving. Okay, so now I guess the fun begins. Now we get to use the PPE upper hose. We got to take the factory one off still, which shouldn't be too big of a pain. We already got this connection off. We got the engine side right here. Should have no coolant in it. I just drained everything. Upper hose, there it is. Okay, I opted to get another thermostat for this truck just because it's, I think, the original one. I'm gonna put this guy in. There's the new one. This has always got to face inboard. It's got 3/8. Goes through the crossover tube. I've had these fall out on me, just like they did right now.
Just a spacer.
Yep, just a little dowel. Okay, this one I'm probably gonna need a pair of pliers. Pull this out. Put the new ones in. It's already got a gasket on it. And put this guy right back on, same way it came off. Okay, I just pushed it through the crossover tube gasket. Okay. If you're doing the PPE upper hose or you're doing a replacement OEM hose, super easy. You guys just saw me do it right here in front of you guys. Grab yourself a thermostat. What I don't want you to do is, see, they call me Airball Aaron. What I don't want you guys to do is replace it with one of those stupid low temp thermostats. Now, diesels work on heat of compression. We need heat in order for the combustion process to happen. Yeah, it's still happening. Am I putting a low temp thermostat gonna affect it that much? It is. And you're gonna notice in your after treatment, especially if you guys are not modified. If you are modified, we still have to work on heated compression. We still have to make sure that our fire, if you want to call it, in the cylinder is doing what it should. Are you directly going to notice anything? I have had people say on their Banks iDash they're seeing it only getting to 175 to 180 degrees. This should be a little hotter than that, like 20 degrees more. Just get the OEM thermostat. Believe me, you do yourself a favor, and you're going to have to fill the coolant back up, so you might as well get yourself a brand new cap. We're going to throw that one out, and this is the part number for said cap right there. We'll put that on deck ready to go. But there is a pressure relief in here that is supposed to allow all that vacuum and pressure to bleed off after the vehicle cools down. So, without further ado, we have some pretty nice components over here. We have 2 couplers, some nice clamps. I think what I'm gonna do first is, this is gonna be, that's not this end, is it? Oh, it is, okay. That one's gonna be down here, like that. Okay, I'm gonna spray some silicone in here. These are really nice. I like the way this looks. Nice job, Team PPE. I'm gonna put this down. I don't have enough leverage. I gotta stand up here. Push down on it. Yeah? Hard O-ring or what? Okay, that kind of hurts. Let's give it a little persuasion. There we go. Okay, that's definitely on. I saw the clip open and close. Well, shoot, I might as well leave this out because I'm probably going to have to do it to this side. Which doesn't matter. Go ahead and spray some of this in here. I have the pusher hose on my truck, but if you're opting for a non-hard one, then you can get this PPE one. There we go. Whoop. Clipped on. I like it. Let's take these clamps. Probably, so the same size. Let's see the numbers on them. Oh, they're not. All right, so the bigger one is this side, and the smaller end is going to be this side. And I'm probably going to put it down like that so I can get to the clamp. I'm going to spray some silicone in here. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but the AC machine stopped. Probably go underneath these. Okay. Loosen this a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you guys think? I can dig it. Let me get my quarter drive 8mm. While I am down, we are sucked down into a vacuum looking all nice and tight. Let me go ahead and hit charge. Everybody in the comments, what's the charge for this? It's okay, I'll tell you. We're gonna high side charge it. 1.63 poundage. We're charging the air. We'll put this guy facing up. Oh yeah, dude, guys, I really like that. Nice job, Charles. We appreciate you being able to showcase some nice parts on here. We're gonna have to put this on the website because I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of these upper hoses. I approve. I can dig that. I can dig that. I like it. What do you guys think about this PPE hose? And most importantly, if you guys had to have an alternator, if you guys had a radiator put on, have you done the OEM ones? Our lights are on, truck's together. We're gonna have to fill it up with coolant, but there's one more thing that I need to do, and it is put in this block heater, which I'm not gonna bore you guys because I already have several videos on putting these in. But let me know if you guys wanna get an appointment, wanna get some leaks or a problem taken care of on your truck, make sure to hit the email and the phone number that is in the beginning of all my videos so that you guys can get in line and get your truck taken care of. If I don't talk to any of you, have a great holiday, New Year, and Christmas coming up. It is Christmas week, and at least we're going into the New Year leak free. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, sub, share, and the next one on the channel could be yours. I'll see you guys later.